Rise and seize your destiny. And we'll go over here. We got the good game. Alright, we beat him. Effie, the fast learner, taking out Tevel, the balance scale, in full force. Hello, friends. Welcome. I am Average Zen, your host of Average Zen Presents, and you have caught us another Brawlin Friday edition. It is our day to brawl. It is my favorite day of the week, as a matter of fact, because I do love this format so much. And we are playing today with a Brawl exclusive commander. Well, I mean, it's exclusive to Arena. Before we get into all that, please give us a like, subscribe, comment, follow. Big old hugs all around for everyone that already has and will do so in the future. We're coming at you live on Twitch 4 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, at Average Zen Presents. YouTube, like 5 or 6 days a week at Average Zen. Loving it. Yes, loving the feedback, getting all sorts of great comments, and so many new faces joining the community. If you want to keep track of what we're doing on social media, we're at Twitter, X, and at Blue Sky at Average Zen as well. Let's talk about today's deck. Effie, Fast Learner. This is one that came out with Duskmorn Alchemy, and I really enjoyed playing this deck. I've recently upgraded it as of Tarkir Dragonstorm Alchemy, and I think we can make Effie learn even faster. This is a 3-drop for a 3/3 with Enlist Survival. At the beginning of your second main phase, if Effie is tapped, put a +1/+1 counter on each tapped creature you control, then seek a Survivor card with mana value less than or equal to the number of tapped creatures you control. So she makes all your stuff bigger if she's tapped. She gets you more creatures if you have Survivors in your deck, which we do. And that's all wonderful stuff. And then if you tap them, she makes them also get counters. This is wonderful stuff for Selesnya. And yeah, so what do we got to pair up with? What are we going to be getting with our Survivor seeking? Well, maybe Kona, Rescue, Beastie. Savior of the Small is a good one. They can return stuff back from our graveyard to our hand, such as our Veteran Survivor. A little graveyard hate gets bigger eventually, maybe. I like the Voyager Glide car here. This is a recent addition to the deck because it is a vehicle allowing us to crew with it, which taps our guys, and it can also, as a secondary ability, we can tap 3 and it becomes a vehicle until end of turn and put a +1/+1 counter on. So it saves us having to click 3 times to crew it, and it gets a bonus. So we got Hardened Bonds. This is a new one from Alchemy from Tarkir. This is a crazy card. They had to redesign it at the last minute because if you can check the spoiler page, the card read crazily. And this is the compromised edition, but it's still really good. 1 mana for an enchantment. Whenever a +1/+1 counter is put on a creature you control, seek a creature card. So again, +1/+1 counter on something and get a creature in your hand. That card perpetually gets +1/+1. This ability triggers only once each turn. Alright. Another good new one here. Pampered Loam Frill, another Alchemy Tarkir card. A 1/1 with Death Touch. I like this. I don't know why I put this in the deck. It seems good because we can, number one, have an early blocker for creature removal, and also we could put counters on it and make it very painful to block. And as well as, so I can see this going sideways, I can see this crewing, I can see this being a great blocker. On top of the renew ability, it says exile this card from your graveyard, conjure a duplicate of another target creature card in your graveyard onto the top of your library. The duplicate perpetually gets +1/+1 and gains Death Touch. Activate only as a sorcery. So it's almost recursion, but with recursion plus. So yeah, I went with that. I like Ovia, Automech Artisan. Yeah, each creature that's attacking one of your opponents has trample, and she has a secondary ability to tap for a green and put a creature or vehicle card from our hand on the battlefield. If you put an artifact onto the battlefield this way, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. So for crew and vehicles, we might as well make them bigger, and it's almost a secondary Kona ability. It works wonders with our commander. Yeah, if you want the full deck list, hit !deck in chat, or you can always, if you're watching on YouTube later, check that wonderful video description out, and you'll find a link to our untapped GG deck list tracker. Let's take Effie into the queue and see what she can do now that she's had some upgrades. She's been to the crafting bench. She's been working on her laser pistol. Pew pew. All right, we got to set our sights on Tevil, the balance scale. I recently built this deck. There was an article I read on MtG Rocks that made it was like a very competitive Tevil deck. I hope that's not this one, or we're doomed. We might feature it next week. Let's see. I like it. We have the Herd Heirloom. This is another recent addition with Tarkir Dragonstorm. So non-alchemy. I like it. We got Buxton. Man, we got Torrens. We got everything we need here, assuming this is not the EDH Tevil deck and we're not about to get completely destroyed. Alright, this is not it. No, they don't run Valgavoth. Faithful. Alright, so let's get a white-green Shockland. We're going to pay 3 for it. No, not the Lust Portico, the Temple Garden. Yes, please. Yes, we'll pay the full amount. We have to ramp ahead of whatever it is they're about to do. Bloodghast. Alright, so let's go with Torrens. And then next turn, we Effie, and that's it. That feels bad. Oh, they got Smeagol. Oh, this is painful now. This is very painful. Oh, but we have an answer. We found an answer. Okay, we found an answer to Smeagol. There is that. Uh-huh. We can't be having, we're already missing land drops. We can't be having this. But we now have a vehicle to crew with, as soon as we play Effie. That feels much better. Alright. Oh, come on. You are killing me here. Alright, Effie. I need you and you to crew. No tax. Alright, we got the House Cartographer. That's something. And the turn. That will catch us up on lands, assuming we survive. That's a big assumption at this point. I'm just glad this is not the EDH deck. No, definitely not. Alright, we absolutely have to get the Caretaker down. Oh my goodness. Alright, they make a zombie. I'm just glad they got rid of Realm Breaker. Otherwise, between that and Smeagol, we never hit a land drop. My god. Alright, we take 4. Our turn. Oh, the Great Hinge. That is beautiful. Okay. So, let's make a copy of this token. Draw a card. Still no land, huh? Alright then. Well, let us tap here for the green. Tap here for the green. Tap here for the white. And 1, 2, 3 for the green. All right, and then I don't know if it's worth it to. No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it to crew up the vehicle. We need a blocker. No attacks. Alright, we have successfully seek things. Oh, we even have a land. That is wunderbar. And now, we even have a Innkeeper's Talent. Hey, things are going. Alright, suddenly we have a lot of things we can do here. If we survive. Consuming Aberration. My god. They have crewed. But what does it mean? Alright, they mill. They mill. They mill, and oh yeah, the Head Shredder gets a whole bunch of lands into play. Let's crew with Buxton. Come on, buddy. And now we block here, and I think we're good. Somehow, maybe? Alright, you manifest that dread, buddy. As long as it's not Smeagol. Look at him go. That's a lot of zombos. That's a lot of zombies. But we have a Storm Slayer. That's game, right? Rise and seize your destiny. And we'll go over here. We got the good game. Alright, we beat him. Effie, the fast learner, taking out Tevel, the balance scale, in full force. Thankfully not full CEDH force. Alright, let's see if we can do it again. Once more, Effie. She's like if Barbara had survived Stranger Things and became instead like a leader of a resistance movement in the Upside Down. Tessa Karlov, will you put an end to Effie's rampage? Rakal. Yep. Double dying triggers. And creature tokens have vigilance and lifelink. This hand looks messy. No. Okay, somewhat better. I wish we had a white source right out the gate. Tithe Taker. Okay, well, that just means we have a veteran survivor. And I guess a Jaspara Sentinel. Alright, this should be brilliant. How about a Torrens? What do you say about that? Is that okay? No attacks. We're fine. Everything's fine over here. Yara, first of Lockthwain, drain us slowly till we die. Here's the thing. I think we play... What do we play here? I think we have to play Valkyrie's Call, right? I mean, they're running black. Let's also... I mean, why not? No. Taste of Karlov. Drain us, baby. Drain us. Alright, check this out. So we go, Effie, the fast learner, make a token. Alright. Immediately tap this one. Yeah, we'll tap Effie. Submit one. And Inspiring Call. Destroy all untapped creatures. Oh, we gonna tap a Yara? That would be smart. Oh no. But it's okay because ours come back. Oh no, they have a spirit. Yes, they do. We have spirit. How about you? Pitiless plunderer. Ow. Okay. House cartographer, come on down. We'll get ourselves a guy. Caretaker's talent. Maybe we should have done that in the reverse order. That's okay. Whoops. We will instead, we'll tap here for a white. We will tap Effie. Yes, please. Make a copy of said token. Draw a card. Hey, it's a Swords to Plowshares. Look at us go. Veteran survivor. All them guys, get in there. Oh, they can... I don't think it matters. Make your treasure. Well, let's get rid of the Tithe Taker, I guess. Ba-bam. All right, now we got a few triggers here. We got some counters. We even have removal now. Look at us go. Kona's just been sitting here chilling. Nothing to do. We haven't drawn any bombs yet. Here's Tessa. I gotta tell you, okay, improvising aerialist. Oh, that is a shame. We don't have enough for Mirari's Wake. That is a bummer. Okay, so let's just talk about tapping this for a white, and we'll tap the Inspiring Aerialist. Yes, and Swords to Plowshares Ayara. Oh no. I guess they didn't want to gain the life. All right. Then here's about the next best thing we can do. We're going to enlist the house cartographer. No. Okay, you there. You there. You go. Yes, and we enlist the house cartographer. This is good stuff. I promise, good things are happening. All right, then. Well, we get to draw a few cards, thanks to Inspiring Call. And we will get rid of Iara. We may have to discard a few cards, but we do get to play a Wonderful Plains, I guess. Or should we? Yeah, we should go Forest. Yeah. All right, let's get rid of the Windswept Heath, the Brushland, and the Mars Flats. We have to draw a few cards there. That was fun. We have as many cards as our opponent does now. And we have a Crater Hoof. Kona. You may have found... it doesn't play well with Crater Hoof, honestly. Kona doesn't, because you want to play it pre-combat, not post-combat. But I think we hoof and win next turn, right? Absolutely. Meat Hook Massacre for 5. My bad news, opponent. A lot of it comes back. I mean, that was cool. But have you seen Crater Hoof? Yeah. Nice. The Valkyrie's Call. That was clutch. That was a good game. Alright, what do we get? Lassoed by the Law. Sounds right. Let's do it again. Effie, she will learn you some things. With a laser pistol. Ooh, another new commander, Baitor, Ancestor's Voice. Yeah, instead put a +1/+1 counter on up to one other target creature you control equal to the amount of life you've gained this turn whenever up to one target creature card with mana value less than or equal to the amount of life you've lost this turn from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, well, that's a lot of text. Well, we have a halfling. We also have a mount. That's good. That's almost as good as a vehicle. I don't like vehicles because they're a little harder to remove. Death Bonnet Scout. I don't know about this. I think we go ahead and just go with Effie. Don't let them know how fire our hand is. All right, then. You know, I'm going to go ahead and go Wily Duke. We really want to hit a... can we... No, we can't enlist Wily Duke. That's a bummer. But we can next turn. Overlord of the Haunt Woods. Oh my goodness. We are having a lot of problems finding lands. How about... let's go Seraphic Steed. We will crew up the Wily Duke with Seraphic Steed. Yes, and then attack. No, we're just going to attack with you. It's fine. It's going to be okay. We did find a land. All right, very cool. And there's a land on top. We might be back in this thing. Lord knows we have a lot of good cards in our hand. Baitor. All right. Let's go ahead. Hit that Valkyrie's Call. And go ahead and saddle up the steed. And attack. Oh, you fool. You've made our guy very angry. Let's go ahead and pitch. I think the Enoch is the weak link here. We really want the Cartographer. Witch of the Moors. We're gonna... I think we just take the hit. That's fine, it's fine. They have chosen Zoraline. We'll sacrifice... You know what? We'll absolutely sacrifice Effie. And we will not remove her to the command zone. Alright, so how do we want to do this? I believe the correct answer here is House Cartographer, Auto Pay, Wandering Rescuer has Flash, but we don't care about that. Wary Zone Guard, on the other hand, how do we want to do this? This enters tapped, so that's fine. We will saddle there and saddle here. Gain a life. Next, attack in. Make a guy. Do some things. Our guys get some counters. That's fun. Alright, so what do we need to pitch here? I think the Reluctant Role Model and the... Oh, we just need to pitch one. That's fine. The role model can go. Odric. All of the guys now have flying, lifelink, death touch. That's not great. No blocks. They have a Soul Warden. We'll get rid of this guy. Oh, Buxton, you wonderful, wonderful bunny. Do you know what you have done? Yeah, let's go ahead and get Buxton, and we will tap the cartographer. No, the cartographer, and that's it. Let's go ahead and saddle up using Buxton. All right, cool. All the guys get things. I mean, it's a 13-13. Wow. Okay, well. Oh, man. I had not accounted for the life gain. All right, well, I don't know how this helps, or if it does. Now, I guess we have to discard the veteran survivor. Zoraline. They got the mana to use it. Yeah, what? They did not? Mithril coat? On who? Oh, well, I guess that makes sense. Alright, well, we're about to take a lot of damage. Well, we can block the 13-13. Go down to 8. They gain a bunch of life, go up to 57. They bring back Heliod. No, okay. Well, I don't know what's going on here, but whatever. They get a bunch of counters on the Odric, and we will sacrifice... Oh, not Buxton. I guess the house cartographer? Yeah. Alright, our turn. Can we find a way out of this? I think that's probably one way. And I believe... All right, how do we pay for this? No, we can't. Oh, man, this is tough. This is tough. Oh, good game. There's just, there's no way. Maybe if we would have hit our land drops, we would have been able to use Tyver's ability there. We missed way too many land drops, and they got really lucky with those keywords that they got on Odric. Man, oh man. That was a fierce battle. And we were holding up for a while. But at the end, they just had way more lands because of that Overlord, and they could do way more stuff per turn. May have been a different story if we had gotten that Cryptolith right a little bit earlier. Alright, yeah, it's not bad. We'll do this. Torrens into Effie. Don't you hello me, old gnawbone. You're trying to make us so many treasures our eyes will bleed. Pay 2 life, get a delighted halfling. Seems good. Bushwhack. Whack the bush until something comes out. They're whacking it with fire, though. That's not recommended. That is not Smokey the Bear approved. Alright then, Torrens, make your appearance. Don't worry about it. Now they're reading. It's all fine and dandy until they start reading your cards and realizing what they do, and then now you're dead. Settle the wilds. Look at them go. I said scale the wilds. Alright, let's get our surveil land. See what's on top. I like Thunderous Velocipede. Let's do that. Get ourselves a few triggers. They have a whole king raptor. Alright then. Well, let's go in that case. Innkeeper's Talent. Put a counter on Innkeeper's Talent. Voyage Glide Car. And, okay, I like the land on top. Let us crew. No, wait. No, cancel. We want to do the three thing. Let's go tap 3 other creatures. 1, a 2, a 3. Submit 3. Yes, seems good. And now we will enlist. No, we cannot enlist. Undeclare. We must attack. Will you give up your raptor? That is the question I ask you. They do. Well, we will take action. Effie, going in head first, acting as creature removal. I'd love to see it. Alright, we have Dragon Mana next turn. 4, 5, 6, yep. Old Gnawbone. So that means we desperately need to find an answer for that. Some cool 8-bit music here. The Gold Vein. That's an answer. Oh man, they hit us with the plant token too. Wow. Okay then, well, let's go ahead and play the Asika's Chariot. Oh, I bet we should have done that in a different order. That's okay. Alright then. Let's put a counter or 2 on Torrens. And I think we're gonna go ahead and crew. No, we're not gonna crew. Yeah, no, we're gonna do the tap 3 thing. 1, 2, 3. Yes. And we attack with our flying car. Alright, so we definitely need to dodge a dragon this turn. We need them to not have a land drop. Are they counting on us? Okay, they did have a land drop, but it's tapped. Wonderful, we have a reprieve. What can we do with it? Oh, no. They're going to conjure a naturalize, aren't they? I bet. Oh, Savage Stomp. The what? That's a dinosaur. Well, are you gonna have it fight your gold vein Hydra? They got it. No, don't control. Yeah, like, it's got to be something they don't control. They don't have enough mana to cast. Well, no, it costs less, so they should be able to cast it. But not with the ward. We're just gonna say no blocks. Alright, do we have a play? We do have a play. That's amazing. Let's get rid of the Gold Vein Hydra. Alright. Thunderous Velocipede. And now, we'll put some counters on this guy. Man, you know what? We're having so much fun. Let's go tap, tap, save the kitties. This 1/1 human soldier, they're fine. You know what? Yeah. No, yeah, not you. Just the guy. Just the one guy. Alright, we've done what we can. This is going to crew 1, which can crew... No, it cannot crew the Velocipede. Old Gnawbone, come on down. Does not have haste, thankfully. This has crew 4. I think we just take the damage. Alright, they create 4 treasure tokens. Good on you. Well, if we can finally stop the Torum, the Fist of Angels. They've done it. They can pay the ward. Look at them go. Alright then. Maybe we should have blocked. Alright, and they have the Menagerie Curator at their side. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Why don't we have enough mana for this? That is a problem. That is a problem. Well, let's go do that. Let's tap 3, 1, a 2, 3. And then we can crew 1 there, which can crew... Wait, no, we want to crew the 5 there. There we go. Crew 3, no, okay, cancel. We want to crew 4. No, we cannot. No. Okay, fine. You know what? We'll just put some counters there on that guy. And now we can crew 5. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're doing things. We're just having a good time, you know? Alright, good game. 7 to 8. Oh, we just could not get the mana for our portal to Phyrexia or Kona or, you know, our other chick, Ovaya, that would have put it into play because we couldn't get our commander down to seek the Kona. Alright. Let's put this behind us. This shameful incident shall not be regarded as the canon. We're not going to be including that in the story. Atraxa Praetor's voice likes to proliferate and has really no other use other than a flying creature. Okay, well, I like this. I like this hand. We do need the shock in the Temple Garden. Totally worth it. Alright, let's go. Mars Flats, grab ourselves a forest, not the Lush Portico. Oh, we cannot grab a forest. Cannot grab forest. Okay, how about a Twitching Doll then? And we will attack for 1 damage, Diligent Halfling. You delighted Diligent Halfling. You have done it. You have served our cause well. Alright, here's where we have a choice. I think we go Mirari's Wake. And now they have to deal with that. They have an Atraxa. But we have an unidentified hover ship. And we can get rid of Atraxa. Get out of the way, please. And then cast Effie. We can crew with Effie. Yes, submit 4. That's fine. And next, attack. All of a sudden, we have big halfling, big doll. Things are looking up. Hetty, what do you think of our Effie, fast learner doll? We are indeed learning quickly here. Learning something, anyway. Chrome. They desire the chrome. And a Skrelv. I knew it would come down to poison. They're like, nope. It's too much. Too much. It was set up too well. Mirari's Wake coming down, clutch. Alright, let's do it again. Once more for freedom. Once more for bureaucracy. And laser pistols. Freedom, bureaucracy, laser pistols. It's the new... Should be the new French motto. Was it Liberté, Fraternité? I don't know. What's the third one? There's another Tay. Sweet Tay. Bergie, God of storytelling, piloted by Pork McPie, making me hungry. She's gonna probably cast so many spells. I don't know. We'll see. This looks good. We got a giver of runes. That's not bad. It's a good start. Buxton and Caretaker's talent. Wonderful job there. We'll see if we can actually get a token. Don't kill giver of runes. Look at her. She's so sweet. Some people. That's why we can't have nice things. Alright, we found a way to make tokens. And we have a battle mouse. Well, we have a Caretaker's talent. Don't worry about it. They're like, Effie, what does this do? Why am I seeing Caretaker's talent? Gutter Snipe. Ooh. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Alright. Well, we didn't hit our land drop, so we have to play Toby and hope we do that. We did do that. We did that very well. We definitely need a second white. And a third white. Yeah, we'll do the surveil land. Switching doll. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Koth. Get yourself a mountain. Alright, well, we gotta do something about Koth. We need to talk about Koth. We also need to talk about the fact that we cannot seem to get a frickin' land. Oh. Yeah, we'll get ourselves another guy there. And attack Koth. And sure, we'll attack him with that guy too. We did find a mana rock, which is actually great with Effie. It allows us to tap her for mana as well. Alright, well, we've managed to keep our friendly beast alive, and we've made them a cloned friend. Just as nature intended. Alright, they have the castle Emberth, they have mountains galore. What's going on with Bergie? There's Bergie. Yeah. That's your red mana. Celebrate. Alright. Well, who's going to get +1/+1? You're going to get +1. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, here's a Relic of Legends. Here's an Effie. Here's a Birds of Paradise. And I guess we full swing at Koth. They block one. Do they double block the other? No. They leave them both alive. Interesting. I don't know that that's the play. They just get bigger. That's going to be tough for Mono Red to deal with. Torbrand will help. Ren's Resolve will dig for answers that might help. Gutter Snipe is going to hit for more. That's a problem. We can get rid of it with Elspeth, but honestly, now we need to get rid of the Torbrand with Elspeth. Oh, are you serious? You took away our commander? Pfft. Spoiled sports. Well, we have to cast Elspeth and get rid of Torbrand. And they killed one of our guys. They are just going off on us. I don't appreciate this. No blocks. We need our mana dorks now. Alright, Verdant Catacombs. I need another white source. We will not have it because we cannot pay the lands. Yeah, Elspeth. We'll do destroy Torbrand. Veteran Survivor. And now, attack Koth, along with, you know what, the bird. The bird can also attack Koth. Okay, are you happy now, you beast? I will never stop fighting. Alright, we finally killed Koth. It cost everything. They have 2 legit cards in hand. Okay, alright then. Alright, they have Goblin Shaman. And this could be an issue. My turn. Oh man. Well, you shouldn't have. Well, let's +1 and make some soldiers. Draw a card. I believe the answer lies in Buxton. But so first we play Effie. All right, now. Oh, we absolutely have to get rid of. Okay, this is tough. We gotta go there and submit that. All right, and then we will tap here, tap here. Actually, no, undo that. We'll tap that for the mana. We'll do white. Tap this for the green. We need to pay 3 more. Okay, well, 2, 3. Sure. What do we need? A green. All right. Now. We're going to exile Lightning Bolt. We get to seek a thing, play House Cartographer, autopay? I don't know if that was a smart move. Up to a 7 cost. That was not the most spectacular hit ever, was it? What? That was not exactly what we were hoping for. Alright, well, that's game, because now we cannot, we cannot block enough. We should not have convoked Buxton there. On that sad note, once again, foiled at the end by our own ineptitudes. But we had fun, and that is the goal. So I appreciate you joining us for today on this rehash of Effie, fast learner. If you're an arena player, highly recommend giving her a shot. A lot of fun to play. As you can see, we didn't have much card draw in our deck, but boy howdy, we didn't have many times when we had no cards in hand. I can tell you that. So as always, love one another. Be cool, don't be a jerk, and have fun playing Magic the Gathering. We'll see you, hopefully, next week for a Casual Tuesday.